Good morning, folks. Friday Morning Fodder. On the road here, actually, right now. My name's Doug Etten, outdoors writer for the Lakeland Times. On my way to Madison right now, actually, heading down to see some University of Wisconsin Badgers hockey. Of course, they're playing University of Nebraska Omaha, which this year is a WCHA conference game. Playing for Nebraska Omaha, none other than Lakeland's own Brent Gwitt. Brent was a graduate of Lakeland Union High School 5 years ago. Played 2 years in juniors down in Indianapolis. He's now playing in his third year with the Nebraska Omaha Mavericks. So big conference matchup tonight and tomorrow night. So tonight at 7 o'clock and then again tomorrow. So I'm heading down to mingle with the Lakeland faithful that are taking the trip down 51 to Madison to watch Brent play. So on the road today, doing some Friday morning fodder for you. If you've picked up today's paper, you've probably already seen we've got a lot of stuff on our front page again this week. Richard Moore's got a couple articles on there, one dealing with Senator Holprin. He's looking to actually continue his campaign to loosen up the open records law a little bit and make sure that the legislative department in our state government is not immune to those open records laws. So Senator Holprin's kind of on his podium again this week trying to push that bill through Congress. And then at the bottom of the page, Richard goes into some detail about the difficulties Oneida County's having trying to overcome their budget deficit. Last year, of course, having a little bit of a recession, talking about how that impact of last year's budget crisis has kind of come into this year now too. So Laurel Carlson's got a nice piece. Laurel Carlson Olson, I'm sorry, newly married, of course. So she's got a piece on the front page as well, talking about the town of Woodruff and their ban of weapons in all public buildings. Of course, that's a big heated debate right now with a lot of places trying to figure out if they're going to abide by the open concealed carry. But Laurel's got a nice piece on that on our front page as well. Back in our sports and outdoors section, Brian Rose talked with Coach Mike Mostel of the Lakeland football program this week, kind of recapping his first year at the helm of the program. Not a successful one exactly if you're looking at wins and losses, but with a young team. Of course, they had some successes late in the year with, of course, a big win over Ashland on homecoming night. So next year, hopefully, things on the up and up with some new players getting a lot of experience this year, coming back next year, hopefully doing some good things. Great Northern Conference, all conference teams were released actually this morning. So 3 football players offensively made the the second and honorable mention team. And then we've got some T-Birds, of course, on defense as well, who have made that team. So that piece will be in next week's paper, of course. In the outdoors section, we've got a nice piece this week on Connor and Justin Evenhouse, 2 young boys who were able to go out with their father, harvest their first deer this year, which was kind of neat. They were able to go out with their dad. One of them went out in the morning. The other one shot their deer on Sunday. So it was an exciting weekend in the Evenhouse house, if you could say that. So, but yeah. Like I said, I'm on my way to Madison, so I'm thinking hockey, of course, this weekend. Badgers on the road, going to Ohio State, trying to get back on track after that loss last week to Michigan State, of course, on that final play of the game. Definitely a heartbreaker. Green Bay's on a bye this week. Coach Mike McCarthy gave the team 4 or 5 days off. They'll come back on Monday, regroup, and get ready for their trip to San Diego. So that's kind of what's happening. Big World Series game last night, of course, if you guys stayed up to watch it. I know all the baseball fans across the nation were pretty much stuck to their TV for that one. St. Louis coming back not once, not twice, but 3 times actually coming back late in the game and winning that one in extra innings. So Game 7 for the World Championship tonight. So all kinds of stuff going on, of course. Happening this weekend in Minocqua. We've kind of winding into that fall doldrum, I guess you could say. Leaves are gone, cold temperatures are setting in. It's been some cool mornings up there in Minocqua now. Temperatures right around 20 degrees, warming up throughout the day. But yeah, always an adventure up there in Minocqua. So if you guys get out and grab a paper, you kind of know what's going on in the Lakeland community this week. We'll be back next week, of course, with Ray Rivard and Brian Rose. Ray's our news editor at the Lakeland Times. Brian Rose, our sports editor. So just a little road trip this week, so I thought I'd get you guys up to date. Not cheat the family at all. So tune in next week. We'll be back with Friday Morning Fodder from our regular location back in Minocqua. So signing off, I'm Doug Etten, outdoors writer for the Lakeland Times. Have a good weekend, everybody.